This is my altar. Yes, I'm an atheist, but I have an altar. I think my positive philosophy, as opposed to atheist meaning I don't believe, the philosophy of Buddhism, I think, is an extremely beautiful and useful philosophy. Much of it is extremely based and used by psychology, and it helped me get out of my depression. Right there is, I believe that's Shiva, but it may be Vishnu. I'm not actually sure, and I just thought it was very beautiful. Not only that, but Shiva has a lot to do with Tantra. That's a very beautiful candle holder. It's the lotus. You can see this up close. There we go. Should like that thing. Anyway, back behind here, oddly enough, this item here actually belonged to the Dalai Lama's brother. It is a prayer wheel, and the dogma of Tibetan Buddhism works very well. What you'll do, since there are so many illiterate people in Tibet, what that has is it has Tibetan sutras, and since they can't actually read it, they will turn the wheel round and round while chanting, and that will reduce their karma. Oddly enough, the Dalai Lama's brother actually lives in Bloomington, Indiana. He owns the Snow Lion. It's a Tibetan restaurant. Apparently he gave it to someone as a gift, and she decided to sell it. Right here, there's my statue of the Buddha. Meditative pose. These are beads we actually found, rosary beads we actually found out in the woods. It was odd, and they were nice. There is the bell. It symbolizes the emptiness. It also symbolizes female power. Buddhism is about no desire, so therefore you must try to remain empty of desire. This right here, I don't remember what it's called, but it's the double-headed dagger, or double-headed scepter. I think it's been called by both. And it actually came with the bell. It symbolizes the male side, and it also symbolizes the most powerful force in the universe, which, according to Buddhists, is empathy. And then down here are my statue of other various deities. I have Anubis right here. This was an old guy we found at a yard sale. That's Lao Tzu, because I am going to call him Lao Tzu. And of course you gotta have your buddy Christ and Yoda. This is from the old Taco Bell whenever the video first came out, but you got Darth Vader on this side and Yoda on that side. And underneath we have the Tao Te Ching, been very useful for me. Buddha, Zen, Tao, Tantra, that's by Osho. The Third Chimpanzee by Jared Diamond, that changed my views a lot. And The God Delusion by Richard Dawkins. These are my holy texts. There's a picture by Alex Gray, and a picture of the spine, which in my opinion is there to remind me that massage and the spine should not be taken lightly, and it is the center for all of our neural pathways and for connection between the body and mind. And there's a fire extinguisher. Over here, and this is just something I do out of enjoyment, here is the kitchen god. Since I got away from Christianity, I still liked having holidays, and so I started looking up holidays in Taoism and Buddhism, and of course I was looking up the birthday of Lao Tzu. And Lao Tzu, well, they have the birthday of Buddha, but they don't have the birthday of Lao Tzu, and the reason for this is because in China they don't really celebrate birthdays. So I decided to look into the Chinese New Year. And apparently one of their traditions is to, they keep a picture of the kitchen god in their kitchen year-round, and what they'll do is they'll take him out and burn him. This is in a disrespectful way, but they'll take him out and burn him, and he will go up to the sky go up to his master deity, and whisper things into his ear, tell him things, and report on how well you've done year-round. Sort of like a Santa Claus. One of the things the Chinese would do is they would smear honey on his lips so that he could only tell good things about them. It works along the same lines as Santa Claus. It's a fun thing to do, and it reminds me to keep my kitchen clean. Just like feng shui reminds me to keep my house clean for the most part, and I think it's very beautifully done. It's one of those useful mysticisms that I'm talking about, and I hope you enjoyed it.